This video is sponsored by sellcashier.com. They compare iPhone prices on the internet and give you their instant quote and the most cash for your iPhone.
Hey guys, this is Ed with Techvarium. So I was giving it some thought and trying to figure out if we take two identical phones, how will they perform one compared to another when they're right next to each other running the same benchmarks. So that would probably stand true, and it would essentially be very close in their performance. So we can certainly say that Apple makes their handsets in a very consistent fashion. But what if we take two of these iPhone 8 Pluses, and with the only two differences, obviously color does not affect anything at all, but the memory capacity probably will. So what I have on the right is the iPhone 8 Plus with a total of 256 gigabytes of internal storage, and on the left this is the iPhone 8 Plus with 64 gigabytes of internal storage. So I'm going to run a couple of different benchmarks. One is going to be this right there, which is the performance test for mobile for the mobile platform, and we'll see how they perform right next to each other. So I am going to hypothesize that the iPhone 8 Plus with the larger storage capacity will outperform an iPhone 8 Plus with the smaller storage capacity. Let's go ahead and run this benchmark, and we'll see how they perform right next to each other. And the next benchmarking test will be the intuitive benchmark. What I really think Apple doesn't want people to know is that it's just another step further to force people to buy these less expensive models. It is just a logical move from Apple, and again, they don't really disclose this, and if you ask any Apple employee at the Apple store, then they will probably not even know the difference between the different models' performance and what could potentially affect the performance. So let's take a look at the results. So the overall score that we obtained on an iPhone with a larger internal storage capacity is slightly higher. It does appear that the performance difference comes from the very different write speeds. So 256 gigabyte version basically outperforms the 64 gigabyte version by a factor of 2. And there's a slight increase in the read speed for the smaller version because it is a smaller storage capacity. And so what it really looks like is that Apple doesn't want people to know that there's that marginal difference between both of the models of the iPhone's 8 Plus as well as the iPhone 8. Many people are not media hungry by storing a lot of stuff, so most people just do normal things with their phones and don't really care about large capacities. Keep in mind that if you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, which these devices are extremely expensive, just remember that you can purchase additional iCloud storage as cheap as $1 for 50 gigabytes, and it goes all the way up to 2 terabytes of storage for $10. But again, you iPhone buyers should know this when you're upgrading or getting your first iPhone, that these results will be different across different storage capacity iPhones. So is this going to alter your selection? Well, are you going to be more inclined to opt for a larger capacity iPhone 8 or iPhone 8 Plus? Leave your comment down below. Alright guys, and so the results from the intuitive benchmark are up. As you can see, the phone to your right with a higher storage capacity, which is 256 gigabytes, outperformed the one with the smaller storage capacity. 10,000 points, a little bit over 10,000 points actually, which really equates to about 5% increase in performance if you're getting a device with a larger storage capacity. So I think the point's been proven that if you do get higher storage capacity iPhone, you can expect a slightly higher performance. Now, these phones are extremely fast, how they work and their interface, so this is really a marginal difference. Again, Apple doesn't want you to know that it does exist between these two. However, let me know if this is something that you would consider when you're upgrading or getting your first iPhone. Would you actually go for that 5% increase in performance just based on the benchmarking app that we just saw on your screens? Alright guys, so thank you for being with me as always, and let me know in your comments down below if you would consider this when you're getting your next iPhone. See you in my next video very soon. I wanted to tell you about sellcashier.com. So you just got your new iPhone. What will you do with your old one? You may be thinking of selling it on eBay, Craigslist, and so on, and it is definitely a hassle. Now you don't have to do that. Now you can sell it through sellcashier.com. They compare the actual prices of iPhones and give you the best price for your iPhone that you are trying to sell. And the good thing is that you are guaranteed the best rate. You also get a free shipping label. Thank you for watching, and please check out sellcashier.com.